What happens when the perfect family isn't so perfect after all? Imagine being born into one of the most famous families on the planet, where every smile is photographed, every moment is curated, and the brand always comes before the people. Now, imagine finally breaking free and telling the world what really happened behind those carefully staged Instagram posts. That's exactly what just went down. And trust me, this story is going to leave you absolutely speechless. Brooklyn Beckham, the 26-year-old son of football legend David Beckham and fashion icon Victoria Beckham, just dropped a bombshell that nobody saw coming. After years of staying silent, after endless tabloid speculation and whispered rumors about family drama, he finally spoke out. And when I say spoke out, I mean he unleashed an absolute firestorm across 6 Instagram story posts that systematically dismantled the carefully constructed image of one of the world's most famous families. The opening line alone should have sent alarm bells ringing through the Beckham household. Brooklyn wrote that he's been silent for years and tried to keep everything private, but his parents and their team kept going to the press, leaving him no choice but to tell his truth. But here's where it gets absolutely wild. He didn't just air some grievances or ask for space. He flat out said he does not want to reconcile with his family. Not now, not later, not ever. For someone who grew up as Beckham royalty, that's not just shocking, it's completely nuclear. According to Brooklyn, his entire life has been controlled by his parents managing narratives and creating what he calls performative social media posts and inauthentic relationships. He claims he's seen firsthand the lengths they'll go to in order to place lies in the media, all to preserve their perfect family facade. And the target at the center of all this family warfare? His wife, Nicola Peltz, the 31-year-old American actress he married back in 2022.
Picture this. You're getting married, and your fashion designer mother offers to make your bride's dress. Your bride is thrilled, excited, planning everything around wearing that design. Then, at the 11th hour, the dress gets canceled, forcing your bride to urgently scramble for a new wedding gown just weeks before the big day. According to Brooklyn, that's exactly what Victoria did to Nicola. But the dress drama was apparently just the beginning of the wedding nightmare. Brooklyn claims that weeks before the ceremony, his parents repeatedly pressured him to sign away the rights to his name, something that would affect him, his wife, and their future children. He says they were adamant about him signing before the wedding because that's when the deal terms would kick in. When he refused, it affected their payday, and he claims they never treated him the same again.
Your wedding day turning into a business negotiation? That's cold. The night before the wedding, Brooklyn says family members told him that Nicola was not blood and not family. Can you imagine hearing that about the person you're about to marry? And then came what Brooklyn describes as the most humiliating moment of his entire life. He claims Victoria hijacked his first dance with Nicola. In front of 500 wedding guests, he says he was called to the stage where his mother was waiting instead of his wife. He describes the dance as very inappropriate and says he's never felt more uncomfortable in his life. That's why he wants to renew his vows with Nicola, to create new memories that don't bring anxiety and embarrassment. Brooklyn went on to paint a picture of a family obsessed with image over everything else. He claims family love in the Beckham household is measured by social media posts and photo opportunities, that brand Beckham always comes first. He talks about traveling to London for David's birthday and being left waiting in a hotel room for a week while his father refused to see him unless it was at a big party with cameras everywhere. When David finally agreed to meet, it was supposedly on the condition that Nicola wasn't invited.
But perhaps the most telling detail, Brooklyn says that since stepping away from his family, the overwhelming anxiety he lived with his entire life has disappeared. He wakes up grateful every morning and has found peace and relief. All he and Nicola want is a life free from image, press, and manipulation. They just want peace, privacy, and happiness. Friends of David and Victoria have reportedly said the couple is absolutely floored by these accusations, but they haven't publicly responded yet. What could they possibly say? Their eldest son just told the entire world that he doesn't want to reconcile, that he's finally free from their control, and that everything we've seen about their perfect family has been carefully manufactured for public consumption. This isn't just celebrity gossip. This is a young man finally standing up and saying enough is enough. Consequences be damned. Whether you believe every word or think there's more to the story, one thing is absolutely certain. The Beckham family will never be viewed the same way again, and Brooklyn has made it clear he's perfectly fine with that.